Sup? Okay. Ricky, welcome. Broken Youth, welcome. Alright, let's get started. We got a package today. I am not sure what this is. I have maybe some idea, but I can't be certain. One single package. Wise Donkey. Wise Donkey. I'm not sure what this package is. It might be yours. I don't know. What is this? Oh! No. This is not yours. Is this what I think this is? I think this might... Is this the Lily diffuser? I don't know, I got something in the mail I never got tracking for. I don't know what it's supposed to look like. Is it this? What is it? It's like no note on the package. It's like the name on the return address is merchant shipper. Okay, so that's what it is. Okay. I mean, that's the only thing I can guess that it is. I mean, I opened it thinking it was a package from Wise Donkey, but it's not. Okay. Anyways. All right. So, little bit of news. I can't really finish the SR1 build today, just because we realized a couple things. The springs that were included were the old springs from SZR, the PBB springs. So we're just opting to wait until the next package of new springs comes in. Hopefully that's what it is this time around. So we'll pause on it. So I think today then I wanted to spend some time doing a bunch of desoldering, and then maybe at some point I'll give up and then do a build. So we'll just do that. Okay. Let's take a look at all this. So, one at a time. We got the KMAC Happy Assembly here. It's got GMK Red Devils. I think this is what we'll do. We'll just pull off a bunch of keycaps, and then one by one go through. Oh, we only need one. Yeah, we'll figure out which to actually desolder. Maybe all of them. I don't know. There's like 6 boards to desolder. I don't know that I'm doing all of them tonight. I'll probably just go until I'm over it. I'm gonna go grab some bags. CGO's announcement. Is it the tariff one? So yeah, that was I got a bunch of news and notes here, and yeah, that's something worth talking about. Yeah. It's crazy. And I mean, I'm sure as people trickle in, this conversation will continue to come back up. But yeah, it's not good. It's actually very bad. So, should I still buy that SR1? Like, is there... it sounded like there's no buffer, you know? F18X will cost me $175 more when it ships. Alright, this one... Oh, this one might have... What am I supposed to rebuild? Oh, I think this one. Did I go live May 2nd? So yeah, like that's what I'm a little bit curious about is, are all these, you know, sellers, what is this? I think this is the gasket. Xavier, welcome. Are all these sellers going to, like, adjust prices between now and then? Has it already happened? Should everyone just buy in right now? Like, I think that's what Kim's doing on stream right now, right? Oh, what am I doing here? Okay, these are Oil Kings. Like, I'm like, should I buy the SR1 now? Should I buy the Key Colt now? Like, are we gonna get billed later for this? Like, are we gonna get billed by the vendors, or are we gonna get billed by the shippers? What's Kim doing? It looks like Kim's shopping, like Switch shopping right now. Just thinking that, like, okay, well, let's buy our Switches in right now before things get too crazy. I don't know, that's kind of the impression I get. Orders from Gion F18X won't ship until April 25th. Cutting it too close. Good thing I have 5 boxes of both Ergo Clears and Nixies. V-Nayan. If I've said that correctly, thanks for the follow. Conan, welcome. I wonder, like, it's weird. It's like how will the, you know, for example, Key Colt, and how will all my outstanding group buys just kind of be? Hey, this terrible get me buying keyboard shit. I also have a feeling, I have a weird feeling that I don't know. It's 20% on Germany. My GMK. Like I get to wondering if, like, how temporary is this gonna be, or is this temporary? You know, but back to the COVID GMK days, maybe. I'm also wondering how's this gonna affect the aftermarket? People gonna try to sell high, or people trying to exit and sell low? Who knows what? Yeah, exactly. That's what I was thinking. Each object is like, yeah, like this might stop before it starts. I don't know, or not. Like, you know what I was just like kind of remembering is the TikTok ban. That lasted what, like 3 days? But I don't know. Right? Not even a couple hours is gonna get rebanned. Alright, next step, Y6. Ooh, horrible. Okay, so these are Texi diamonds, and like most of these are loose, and it's just weird because it's like it's kind of a varying looseness. This is why I want to get rid of these. Just occurred to me that this Deku kit has the bad legends. So I get to wondering, did I ever buy a Latin kit for this? I don't actually know. At this stage, who even knows? I think this is the HSA beige on brown. Oh, yeah. We got banana split switches. Goat. I do also still have a few of these. Oh. Just, I wonder if it's going to fit in this size bag. It is. Okay, so this is good. There's actually one more, which is the disassembly of a separate keyboard. This is the board I was like planning on actually rebuilding. This one may be the Y6. I don't know yet. But these are red switches on my HE Frog Mini Ligera build. They feel like Densist domes. Yeah, they feel pretty linear in hand, honestly. Okay, CLS SXH. Let's see what keycaps these are, because this is a mix of two different sets. This is Striker 2 Alphas and Deep Navy mods. I might split them. I don't know if I still want to do this. I mean, maybe, but can't be entirely certain I still do. Nope. No, these are mega long poles. Yeah, this one I gotta wonder. This is like... This is almost like oolong status. But then also it has like really, really light springs. I guess at one point I must have been okay with this. It's a little weird. Broken Youth, thank you for the kind words. Alright, so one of the funny things about this is older bore, because he has kind of got a pretty heavy wear on that brass weight. One of the funny things about this is it uses Phillips. I feel like we should change that, but I don't know what these screws are. I think this color is interesting. I don't know about this board, man. This is a weird board, in all honesty. Oh. Another one pop out. 1, 2, 3, 4. There's 8 of them. 2, 4, 6, 7. Okay, I lost 1. The hell, where'd that 8th one go? There's like a finishing imperfection on the inside, and it looks like someone Sharpied it. Someone took like blue Sharpie to where the imperfection was. I could change some hex screws. I want to, I just don't know what size these are. These are like pretty thick. Let me see. Any of these work? Fuck, these are also Phillips. Jesus, these might be the same screws. They look like they might be M3. MJ Game 6, welcome back. And Broken You, thank for the lurk. Yeah, they look like M3 by 8. Yeah, they very much do. These right here, maybe M3 by, I don't know, 4 maybe? Let me poke around and see if I have any others. Just may. Okay, these are countersink. Oh, that's a bummer. So I do have some hex. And they do look like they're the right size for the case. But, I can't say the same for the plate screws. The plate screws is a top mount. Plate screws I think are gotta be shorter than M3x6, which is the smallest I have here. Yeah, this actually works. The other funny thing too here is I'm guessing these are countersink screws for the weight, which are just fully exposed in the back. Kind of funny. Maybe we could change those too, because I do have the countersink. Alright, we'll see if that 8th screw pops back up somewhere. I think maybe another thing too is I could use like a washer setup on these M3x6, I guess. Yeah, like O-rings or some. Yeah, that does work. That's crazy. Like, one of the big weaknesses of this board has been its reliance on hex screws. Or, sorry, Phillips screws, and I'm just changing them right now. Cool. Okay. Let me also bag up the screws I'm not going to use anymore. Any others left over? I don't think so. I'm also on a split 40 this week. Damn. Okay, I've lost one Phillips screw that I don't want to use anymore. We'll see if it turns up. It might not, but even if it doesn't, that's fine, because who cares? Just poking around again, seeing if there's anything. Here, this is Phillips. These are M2 only. Yeah, none of this has what I need. Well, I guess we might still have to use Phillips for now on that on the plate screws. What the hell? I'm just like worried that the screw might be sitting. Oh, there it is. I was worried to be sitting on a place where I would set the keyboard down. I don't want to like scratch. That's bad. All right, Plastic Bits. Thanks so much for dropping by. Where does this board come from? This is LZ CLX SXH. I bought this off of Diego. It's like it's a very interesting top. It's like an old top mount, and it's just interesting because the ano is really vibrant on it, but at the same time, it also kind of looks like the mass-produced like shade of like a nice mass-produced like ano shade that I've seen maybe on like tofus or whatever. On top of that, there's like some imperfections on the inside, which again like looks like they've been covered up in Sharpie. Used Phillips screws. I just replaced them to hex. Here's another thing too. No like uncoated brass, so it's really heavily patinaed. Exposed screws on the back, like just so that you see it. No engraving. There is an engraving on the ano, which or like the alu. There's like no leg room underneath SXH. So, I don't know, there's just like a lot of weird stuff about this design, to be perfectly honest. But, I don't know, it's like an interesting board, especially, you know, LZ. Design language looks old school. Yeah. So, this is a very, like, it's an old school board, for sure. Like, this was probably, like, the shit when it came out, but, like, it's what it is. It's like, it's a piece of history, I would say. Looks like it was a rushed manu board. I don't know. Some of this just seems like it was the choice. Someone chose to do this. Okay, so we got 6 PCBs. We're going to try to desolder as many of these as we can. Or as we want to. Why the PCBs? Oh, yeah, I'm just doing some desoldering jobs. Yeah, I don't know if we'll do them all. We'll try. But I figure at some point I'm going to give up. All right. Good luck. Thank you. All right. I'm going to look up, let's go to Amazon real quick, M3x4 hex. I could get 100 of them for $7 on Amazon. I'll add it to my cart and we'll see if I actually want to. It's like I'm in no rush, really. I'm also... Jesus. I'm going to open up this window. There we go. Okay. So, some news. I'm having an incredible amount of mouth pain. I'm not gonna lie. So, initially, I thought it was a canker sore. And it was, initially, a pretty annoyingly positioned canker sore. 100% is what it was. It still is, but there's even more now. There's right next to the canker sore, just like a very, very giant swollen area. I was trying to figure out what the, I was trying to look at a diagram of the mouth to try to figure out what that area is called. I think it's called something like retromolar. It's like the part right behind your last molar is where all the swelling is, and then just like a little off to the side, like the inside of that area is where the original canker sore was. Have you seen a doctor yet? Not yet, but I only just noticed the swelling today. Today I was noticing like, oh man, this canker sore feels really painful, and I realized, wait, I'm feeling around. It's very big. And I looked and I was like, yeah, this is pretty swollen, so I'm probably gonna give my dentist a call tomorrow. But, you know, with the whole job shuffling situation that happened, it's like I don't know if the dentist that I've been going to is takes my latest insurance. So I gotta figure all that out. Other news and notes here. Alright, we'll revisit the tariff discussion. Sounds painful, hopefully it gets better soon. Yeah. Like, I thought the canker sore would just go away. And I mean, like, maybe it is, but it's like being replaced by this whole giant other swollen up area right next to it. Okay. Pushing the tariff conversation aside, because I'm sure it'll just come back around anyways. Few things. The Kiko 160. I'm still really trying to figure out what I would want. Mint fresh mic. Welcome back. Sometimes B helps for canker. What is B? We just tried using mouthwash to numb the pain a bit. I haven't yet, no. So, part of me... Okay, here's my situation. I'm less sure of what I want for the Kiko 160 now than ever. Like, I really hate... Silver seems the most normal, but then you're still gonna have to get a mid-piece where I'm just like, I'm not sure which of these I want. Like, I want alu the most because of the weight, or the lighter weight, but I don't like any of those colors. So then I started thinking, okay, maybe I should just get all navy. It would be funny at first, and then like eventually I just get the mid-piece refinished. And that's kind of, I guess, maybe what I'm leaning towards. Oh, vitamin B? Okay. So I'm kind of leaning towards doing the all-navy situation. But then also, it's like occurred to me that like... So maybe I should back off silver, because I realize I have so many silver boards at this point. I don't think I want white, because then it'll just like kind of feel really reminiscent of the Skeleton 60, which I still haven't really finished building because I don't have the updated PCBs. And then looking back, I'm just wondering, okay, maybe is black really an option? Because I'm realizing how few black keyboards I have. And how many white on black sets that I actually have. So that started getting me to thinking, okay, maybe I should try to figure out what white on black keyboard or key sets these keyboards should go on. Black keyboards or other keyboards that these white on black key sets should go on. Yeah. I didn't clean this, did I? I gotta clean this. So I'm thinking like a lot of my darker boards, I guess that's the option that people put white on black on. So just like navies, burgundies, you know, forest greens. I realize how little I've used white on black on any of those boards. Yeah, I guess we narrowly dodged the tariff/de minimis bullet with that recent PvP order. Do you not think that it's gonna maybe... Do you think that it's not gonna maybe, like, be billed by the shipper? I don't know. I don't know how any of this is actually gonna work. But Pooter, welcome back. I thought about getting navy plus copper for 160, but leaning on just passing on it. There's a part of me leaning on, should I get the stainless? It's just so much more expensive. And I guess it's the lightest out of all of the non-alu options, but it's still like way heavier. Like I was kind of trying to maybe figure it out, and it still seems like it's like double the weight of all alu. With brass being more than double the weight. Maybe there'll be better colors in the future if tariffs don't kill the hobby. Well, here's the thing, is that like with the tariffs, I feel kind of like this could be the last Key Cult 160, you know? It might. We'll have to see. Yeah, SR1, I was kind of excited because I realized that the all alu is going to be way lighter than the Pooter's copper one and Randy's copper one. Jesus, it's so heavy. I like my boards lighter. I feel like with all of this, there's probably just, you know, outside of all this hobby stuff, like, I get this feeling that there's going to be a lot of panic buying over the next couple days. And, I don't know, maybe longer. Do you think the sound will be affected by going all alu on the 160? Maybe. Yeah, because, I mean, that mid piece is like a pretty significantly sized piece. Traditionally, the mid piece is brass. Yeah. Yeah, we'll have to see. I still gotta think about what is gonna happen now. Here's another thing. Just hours before the tariff announcements, the Nintendo Switch 2 was announced. I saw the announcement on Gion, so it scared me into getting the Lily. Like, this might be my last board for a minute. I canceled my Gion 160 order. I did it through them for tax evasion shenanigans, and Gion ships faster than NK for me, but not trying to deal with tariff uncertainty. That's crazy. I feel like I should get in a 160 order in now, because there might be like an early adopter advantage over people trying to place the orders now. They might just suddenly raise the prices. I don't know. I remember someone had asked Mike from Novel Keys, like, what are your thoughts on the possible upcoming tariffs? This was like a few streams back. And he seemed to be very frustrated and distressed by the question. Which is honestly fair, you know? I already got my Gen order last week. Nice. Would NK eat the tariffs since it'll ship from them? I mean, yeah, but I mean, I don't think this precludes any business in all of America from like passing the buck onto the customer somehow. Like in the form of maybe even just raising prices in some way. Like, I don't know. Not saying this is the right business move by any stretch, but like, you can imagine that there could be a vendor out there who mid-group buy will just tax everybody else by raising their prices on the very same item. You know, like if we're midway into some, like, you know, group buy X, people in the second half are just gonna have to pay way more. I don't know. Like, not saying that's a good business decision for anybody, but it's like, but if it's a group buy, wouldn't you have locked the price in? I don't know. I don't actually know. these a little tougher to remove. Let's try these. Okay, this is a space bar. I don't know if that has a different spring in there. Or less about vendors like NK and more for individual group buy runners like Frank and Logan. Yeah. That is also something, isn't it? Products haven't landed in past customs. There's a big possibility they'll get tariffed. It's up to the vendor whether or not they want to pass the increased cost, which they likely will. Yeah. Some of these are so tight. I saw Vietnam drop their tariffs at the 11th hour. I'm waiting for a package from there. Whew. Yeah, I don't know. We're like, man, I don't know. It's crazy. I feel like, what are we even doing right now? I'm also wondering, like, yeah, we were talking about this just a little bit ago before some have trickled in, but what if this is all going to be for nothing? And it's like, this all just gets revoked. The bright side, the new Clever Cube stuff is getting exciting. Oh. Missed one. What the hell? Why is this not sucking? Klexus, welcome. Klexus, your take on the tariff stuff? Shit's fucking awful. Yep. Oh no. That's not what I wanted. So, should I buy an SR1 and a Kiko 160? If all goes as planned, it sucks, but even if they walk it back, just the announcement is enough to fuck up. Yeah, it already has, right? There we go. People already panic buying up? Yeah. Well, I'm lucky to have a bidet. There we go. I feel like we're going to end up not using this PC. This is a DZ60. I feel like let's not use it is a good plan. So I guess a curious thing is, say that okay, like how is this supposed to work? I had some purchase plan, but I don't know now if it's better to try to rush them or just hold off indefinitely. Okay, so like, here's a situation. Like in the Novel Keys case, we don't know what Novel Keys is gonna do specifically. I mean, I don't know if there's anyone who has an idea, but like it's just like say you buy a Kiko 160 from Novel Keys. Say you've already paid the money. You know what's gonna happen to you. Say that you haven't bought it yet, and then you will. What's gonna happen to you? If it's all shipping from Novel Keys, I mean, like at some point Novel Keys is gonna ship it to you, whether that means you're gonna have to pay more or not, depending on when you buy it or whatever. But here's a separate question: is like, what if you're what if I bought directly from Show? How does that work? Like that's different from, you know, Novel Keys having to go and pay whoever handles tariffs, you know, and then they might bill you via Shopify or something. But like in the case of like you buying directly from some like foreign seller, this is like, does DHL or UPS charge you? Alfalfa, welcome. Large vendors might soak up some as good faith towards customers, but that's not sustainable at all. And small folks and private runs are rather fucked. Depends on if Show is willing to underdeclare. I never asked. Yeah, but like I think more of my question is like, what is the actual logistics difference? Like the actual, what do I as a buyer need to do different if I'm not buying from an American vendor? I think that's the part that like has me curious. the shipment company will charge you, but you'll pay even more tariffs since they removed the... Yeah, yeah. Honestly, kind of the same as the situation as the beginning of the year. They still haven't sorted out how they're even going to charge the end customers themselves. Yeah. They've only continued firing people. I think they might charge a fee to collect the tariff too. The whole situation just sucks. Jesus. Okay. So, CLS SXH is done being desoldered. These are, I believe these are Oil Kings. Gasket 00. Alright. Oh, these are dummy switches over here. My dependent on the carrier show has sometimes sent me aboard DHL Express and other times UPS. So yeah, like they might want to charge a tariff, but logistically there's no infrastructure for collecting the duties, much less all the inspections. Ugh. It's ridiculous. Also, okay, we were just talking about this for some people who might have just shown up in the last couple minutes, but like the Nintendo Switch 2 just got announced like a couple hours before the tariff announcement. And you could actually go, if you have a Nintendo Network account, like a Nintendo Switch Online account, and like you meet all this criteria, you could actually pre-order directly from Nintendo, like as like an anti-scalp measurement, or measure. And I already registered my interest. It's like $500 for the Mario Kart World bundle. But I'm like, then they just announced the tariffs afterwards. So I'm just like, how is that gonna work exactly? Like, am I gonna end up having to pay more? Like a solid $200 or like $300 more? Yeah, like I don't know. Like it's just like I saw someone complaining on social media like, I can't believe the Switch 2 is gonna cost $800, and then everyone's in the comments saying like, dude, have you not like looked at it? It only listed as $500. Is like everyone's like, there's other people responding like, yeah, but did you just hear about the tariff announcement? Like it's like, how is this all gonna work exactly? It's crazy. Probably this is gonna be crazy. What's worse are gonna be cars. Oh yeah. I mean, haven't cars already been in a pretty horrible state over the last, like, I don't know, basically since 2020? It's just gonna get worse, huh? Used cars have been a travesty since 2020, yeah. Okay. Let's clean up now. Pikachu, welcome. Don't drive, just drink instead. Gonna have an overflow of American liquor. 25% extra on all imports and all the alu/steel tariffs. That's a lot of money. They stopped important American bourbon/whiskey. Gonna be retaliatory zeros up the wazoo, isn't it? Aren't they already happening? Isn't that already part of this whole situation? So Jones versus 60 will take my Piggy 60. I guess, like, honest question, like, who is actually benefiting from all this? I'm guessing just, like, lower quality producers domestic to each individual country. Is that who wins? Operation Mecha, thank you for the follow. Not sure why I unfollowed you. Oh, good. Am I gonna get my waifu pillows? I legit might be interested. But unfollowed you? This is just a tax hike on the middle class to give a tax cut for the rich. I guess I'm just also a little bit confused on how even rich people benefit from this. Like I guess I just don't fully understand the ramifications. This tax inflation hurt everyone not rich. IRS layoffs and firings basically made it easier for the rich people with complicated taxes to get away with stuff anyways. Yeah. Tesla winning from this. You know, like I just get to thinking like, again, my impression here is that it's like domestic producers would benefit from this, which is not a good thing. Like, imagine if like Novel Keys didn't take over Keycult, and Keycult was still producing those like domestic, horribly flawed units. They're just like, yes, we're gonna get more sales now. With all these flawed units. Probably if you're rich enough to buy the dip. Do domestic industries still exist? Oh, whoa. Not really, since our domestic companies will get tariffed by other countries in retaliation. Fair. Yeah, buy all the commercial real estate as well and then sell once market corrects or post correction. Alright, let's see how well this turned out. I want to check my phone. Should have cashed out. Ooh. My 401k dropping faster than that one guy's 40s collection. wonder how simple. So there's a part of me thinking here I can just like push out the center pin. And then this is a half plate. This whole entire half plate will just lift off. Anyways, your guys' thoughts on the Switch 2? Oh, it's still stuck here. Is this? Kajsa wants your Discord. Oh, exclamation Discord. Or I'm gonna check my Discord. What does want my Discord mean exactly? Look forward to fighting people over them. Do you there's supposed to be a pre-order mechanism, like direct pre-order from Nintendo. So long as you have a Nintendo Switch Online account. There we go. Supposed to. This was all announced this morning before the tariff announcements. Switch 2 is too expensive. The games are highway robbery. The new features are going to nickel and dime you and won't sell as well as Switch 1. Yeah, I noticed there was a lot of people complaining. I don't know. I'm cool with it. It's like a lot of the people complaining aren't wrong about anything, including the notion that, like, yeah, Nintendo fans will kind of just pay for anything. And yeah, it's true. Like, I will. But I don't know. I like part of me is like at the same time I feel like wouldn't that kind of be true for literally anything? Glad I just built a new PC. No more consoles for now. Yeah, well, Jesus Christ. I guess the funny thing is just that, like, I was talking to Tina about this. Tina was just like, if Like, what would even be the point of other consoles? I don't know. I feel like Nintendo's first party is, I don't know, it's appealing to me. But I kind of also just feel like, in any case, it's like you really only need to be on one ecosystem at this point. Like, just choose one, and like it's probably just gonna be good. Like, whichever one's exclusives you like the best. Xbox no longer has exclusives. It's been my favorite system. Yeah, that's where it gets kind of confusing. It's like, if there's no exclusives left, I mean, that probably just means you're buying it because you don't care about the exclusives on others either. But like, at some point you're just on an ecosystem at some point, you know? Like, what do you really get out of moving off? Like, because I'm just looking at like the Switch 2's the library that they showed off. It's just like, this library looks like a PS5 or Xbox or PC library. It's just a matter of, okay, do you, looks like, not it's not is, but it looks like. Okay, I might leave these in. And then figure it out later. Oh. All right, quick time check. It's almost 11 p.m. I don't know. I might just turn this into a whole desoldering stream. I don't know if I might actually even do a build tonight. I might just run this K-Mag happy till next week. Oh, this one's scary. This right here is a separate K-Mag happy build, and I feel like we gotta be super, super careful because of these weak-ass pads. There's a lot of people really upset about that manual game on the Switch, where it's just like, it's basically like the Switch version of Astro's Playroom, and it's not a free game. It's basically a tech demo / manual situation, and honestly, pretty understandable. Oh, that don't look good. Not happy about Breath of the Wild upscale release for like 70. Um, I think that's if you buy it new, because I think a bunch of these like Switch games have upgrade packs where the price has yet to be announced. So like, I don't know. It'll probably still be a bit, but like I can't imagine, I don't know, it's not going to be another $70. Ah, you shithead. I lifted a pad. Hey, what is up with that Breath of the Wild charge? They want to charge you more to play a game you already bought? God. Hate this, man. Maybe I just need to go really slow. Nintendo tired of being the good guy. Time to be the bad guy. Oops. I lost my window. If it's backwards compatible, they should just let you upscale for free. I mean, that would be great. I don't know. I just don't necessarily... I don't picture... Like, I'm not saying it's a bad, like a good thing, but it's just like, I don't picture that as really realistic. Because, like, I'm pretty sure you're still just going to be able to play Breath of the Wild non-upscaled. But it's... I guess what this would be akin to is like buying a texture pack. Otherwise, if you're buying the new one, it's like buying like almost a remaster. That's like how I picture it. Like, I don't know. I'm guessing from the way that a lot of people have been kind of blasting it is that I guess this is a pretty normal practice to have it be free. God damn it. Okay, I think I've lifted 2 pads so far. Yeah, we're gonna probably have to do a bunch of jumps when we actually build this. Also, like, what the fuck? Some people turn emulation, like Breath of the Wild gets emulated in 4K with crazy. Yeah, I've seen some of those, like Breath of the Wild 4K like shaders, like Yuzu shaders is like crazy looking. 100%. No, I agree. I actually, when I was doing my second run of Tears of the Kingdom with Tina, I actually wanted to do it via an emulator. I'm just being honest. Pretty sure pads on of that era of PCBs were adhered with nothing but hope. That's literally what I'm seeing here. I've already lifted 2, being as careful as I possibly can. It's kind of ridiculous. This one, you might just spend the rest of the stream trying to carefully desolder this. Oh, I just lifted another one. Because of course. Just how they moved to the USB to the top, they got me to register. Well, they didn't move it, they just added another one. It's meant for like the camera usage when docked or for tabletop charging. I do like that they seem to be taking like an anti-scalper measure. It seems kind of nice. I have to regret mine in my travel bag, so it's always dead. I hate the bottom cable. Yeah. I don't know. I am pleased. I am pleased by it. I know that a lot of people aren't, but the thing though is like, for me, it's like some of these things are like the things I asked for. You know? Like, I think it's worth it. Like, I was willing to pay for better hardware so that I could run the games I want to play at, you know, with better performance, better resolution. It's like, yeah, this is what I wanted. And I was willing. Okay, this row seems more promising. I don't think I lifted any, but I don't know if these are all cleanly desoldered or not. Probably it seemed like an overdue refresh. I'll probably buy one. Apparently, like, some games are getting free upgrade packs. Like, apparently, I hear Pokemon is. So maybe you could actually swim around Casseroya Lake at higher than 12 FPS. It seems like an exciting prospect. No OLED at launch? Yeah, it's probably going to come as a mid-generation unit. It's like the guess. If I were to buy, I'd wait for a Pokemon Special Edition Switch 2. Kind of fair, honestly. Like, if you're not, like, settled on, for example, launch or playing higher res or higher performance Switch 1 games, like, if those aren't critical to you, then, like, yeah, probably waiting would be the best move, but I don't know if I can wait, man. I gotta play Splatoon. I gotta play Splatoon with better performance. I gotta play Pokemon with better performance. Some of the game releases are pretty interesting too. The Mario Kart World, people are really up in the air about the price, but I gotta say, man, that seems like kind of sick. What they did with that game. Open worlds, kind of like I don't know, Forza. They kind of Forza Mario Kart. It's pretty sick. Okay, so no lifted pads on row 2, which is alright, that's cool. The new Donkey Kong is interesting. I don't know if I like Donkey Kong's eyes. Made Donkey Kong's eyes all weird. Also, they're doing like a new Kirby Air Riders. I never played the original one, but what I do know is that Super Smash for the 3DS had this mode called Smash Run that was based off of, I guess, one of the aspects in Kirby Air Ride for the Nintendo 64. And I gotta say, like, Smash Run for Super Smash Bros. 3DS was the singular best gimmick mode of any Smash that I've ever played. Like, in Legends Arceus, you had to fight for your life as a Pokemon tried to kill you in a mostly untamed wilderness, mimicking the real-life conditions of pre-colonized Hokkaido. In Legends ZA, if you go out after dark, the French will mug you, mimicking the real-life conditions of modern areas. Huh. Oh, is that... I think that's a partially lifted pad, so I think that's good still. I don't... Okay. I really liked Arceus. I am, like, a little bit uncertain if I'm sold on ZA. To be perfectly honest. Like, there's aspects of it that seem really cool, but at the same time, I'm just, like, not 100% sure this necessarily has the magic that I thought Arceus had. I have a little bit of caution with it. Okay, the one with the half-lifted pad also might not be fully desoldered, which is worrying. Uh-oh. Did I lift one? I don't know. I may have. Okay, one possibly lifted. Just, I gotta clean up every row just to be totally safe. Oh, I still need to do the actual nozzle cleaning. All right. More news and notes. I didn't do any fixes for my brother's Neo 75 CU. So, I don't know. I'll need to do that at some point. My sleep's been horrible. I don't know what the hell happened last night. Oh, horrible, horrible sleep. Like, I was just, like, kind of rolling around for what felt like an eternity. I felt like my body couldn't decide if it was hot or not. Okay, something needs to change here. It might be this. It also might be the station filter. Let's do one at a time. Let's try station filter next. Whew. Doesn't look great. So maybe a new one is in order. Need a cooling mat? That's the difference. Brand new. That's what was in there. Okay, this should hopefully be better. Let's see. Yeah. I'm trying to be so careful right now. I don't know. Is it the nozzle? Okay, maybe it was the nozzle. Yeah. Okay, things are much cleaner now. I mean, it's probably just good that I changed everything, but the nozzle might have been the ultimate problem after all that. Yegor, welcome. Alright, might already need another cleaning. Phil Comment, welcome back. Ooh, oh, this might be a lifted pad. God damn it. Yep, that pad's gone. What's your favorite fishing game? I don't know that I have that many. Probably Animal Crossing, Pocket Camp. The fishing in that game is incredibly easy. That said, my experience with fishing games is very, very low, especially actual fishing games. What's yours? You got any wrecks? Shoney's welcome. How's it going? Okay, so how many pads did we lift on this? I feel like we were mostly good. Let's see. It's old ass Korean PCBs, not great, but here's 1, 2, 3. I want to say that's 4, and then 5. So, not good. Really not. Pokemon fishing? Yeah, like Pokemon. I was thinking about Pokemon after. That's a lot. Well, it could be worse. If I was trying to go the normal speed, there'd probably be like 20. So, let's just, I guess, be glad that it was only 5. I think it's time to send Trife another message. Old Korean PCBs could have more lifted pads. This is bad, man. We might just... Okay. I do want to finish desoldering everything. That way I could just start putting stuff away. These are all the spare PCBs. There's definitely still more to desolder, but those are like inside of boards currently. Okay, I feel like from this stage now I could be pretty... I don't have to be as like delicate, so I could actually probably get these, like the solder out of these now. Okay, PCB uses inkjets instead of silkscreen now. Why don't we have waifu on every PCB? Honestly, that's what I'm wondering too. Why don't we? I don't know. Well, I mean, maybe I could answer for the future, which is the tariffs. The reason we don't have waifu, we won't have waifus on every PCB is because there won't be PCBs because of tariffs. Starry had a full color PCB and it's glorious. Damn. Hardwired futures. We might have to all learn how to hardwire. Hardwire plate mount stabilizers. General software GLC and PCB are used to get the color silkscreen PCBs as a royal pain, so most people don't bother. I see. Okay, so this is the Gios 60 Revival build with Uche Studio Jades. So we are getting rid of this because the stems I can already tell, like, there's an inconsistent looseness on a lot of the stems, and I guess that's kind of just at this stage now to be expected given our information on stem materials. But another funny thing about these Uche Studio Jades is I tuned them at some point, and I did a spring swap. I included a spring swap, but now I don't actually know what the springs were. I forgot to write it down when I actually did it. So I don't know what these are. All my Frankens. So I get to wondering, like, what goes into having these pads get so lifted? Like, what is the difference between this PCB and a shittier PCB, like these old Korean Customs PCBs? Like, how does this one stay so intact? Like, what is the technical reasoning for that? Marketing. There's definitely a palpable difference. What do you do with all your umwipe switches? Depends. Lately I've been trying to just stem swap the umwipe stems with just some other stem, which in this case lately it's been the Uche Studio pink palm stem. Oh, fuck. God damn it. But sometimes, I mean, what I've done is just give them away. There's some where it's like every one of the materials in the switches are like some kind of polyethylene that I just don't feel certain about. So, for example, the Texi Diamonds. I think that has just a lot of badness. If you don't end up using the stems, mind them passing over to me. I'll buy them off you because I'm obsessed with Franken switching right now. Yeah, I mean, if you wanted these Texi Diamonds, I'll send them to you. There's, like they're just no good at all, really. They don't. I feel like the switches themselves don't sound good, and also all the stems are like loose now. But you want them, I'll take whatever switch parts you do not want. All right. I mean, those are all junk pack material, but if you just want them directly, I'll send them to you. Just be aware that your Your keycap is gonna be flying all over the place. Take some of these umwipe or polyethylene, other polyethylene stems. I need someone to take my 330 MMD switch bases. What is MMD? $0.10 AliExpress switches. This offer is open to everyone. Ah, there you go. I have like probably close to 1,000 Kale black tops. Do you want wing latch tops? Well, your answer doesn't matter because I'm now sending them to you. Ming Moda, they're made by a handful of manufacturers. The old soldering gun is doing overtime work tonight. What are we on now? This is number 4, I think. Yeah, I think we could get 6 done. No problem. How long have I been streaming tonight? I mean, I might also still be able to get a build done too if I'm feeling really, really ambitious. A lot of them are secretly B-Suns and are quite good. A lot of them, that sounds like the key word, a lot of them. Some are secretly something else and are horrible. Plus Olympidas. I think Savior is Southern California. So I don't know if you'd consider that close. But if you're able to mail. There's also a few that are LCET and another unknown manufacturer. Those are pretty meh. I got like 28 packs of mystery switches from DanCubes, and I was hoping I'd get somewhat a mix of standard 4-prong switches, but no, I got 280 KTT sea salt, lemon wings latch switches. Jesus. You got all the same switch out of your 28 mystery packs? That's crazy. Well, you have dummy bottoms for your future HHKB gummy O-ring mount boards. Try InvoKeys mystery switches. I'll start on a junk box this weekend. Oh, we're supposed to do a junk giveaway. Today. This is first stream of the month. I owe you guys a junk pack. Alright, I think I might have a new possibly, I don't know if this is a good thing or not, but I was debating a new format for my junk pack giveaway, which is whether domestic or worldwide. I do the same one pretty decently junky item. But if you're domestic, I'll probably throw in a bunch of other stuff that I don't want to have to declare. if I had to do it for international. So domestic, you just get bonus stuff. How's that? Because I already know what I want to give away. It's been sitting on my kitchen counter for like the last 2-3 months. SSL pretty good though. They're pretty nice, just annoying because I wanted cheap parts. There's no good easy way to open up wing latch switches, huh? Like I feel like that little 2-prong thing in those like tiny metal openers is like not convenient. Oh, is this, that's space bar. RP looks like they sold out recently. Anyways, I'm thinking of starting to give away some of my round 1 figures. So those just kind of go everywhere, but if you're domestic, I'll probably throw in a bunch of extra dumb bullshit in the package. Alright. I may be hoboing out these films and maybe the springs if I'm able to determine what the springs are. It's basically pretty largely discounted switches of their regular lineup, and all their stuff is generally pretty good. I agree, man. I like those blueberry chiffon switches. Didn't like the name, but I did like the switch. Should you give away some mystery rolls of films like you don't know what's on it? Ooh, I don't know about that. I'm not sure about that one. Okay. Oh, nice. 2 more to go. Yeah, I don't think we're gonna do a build tonight. I was thinking of doing that CLS SXH, but let's face it, I'm probably gonna just finish up after these two, and then these two last assemblies here, and then be like, let's run a giveaway so I could find something to eat after stream sooner. Jedi Buds, welcome. It ain't soliciting if you don't. Okay. Carrying on. Alright, this is the Y6 assembly. Yeah, these gotta be some of the worst switches out there. So, Xavier, I think these have your name on them. I did like the colors, but that's really about it. Fuck it, we ball. Alright, other news and notes. I'm almost done with my Paldea Pokédex. But I don't know if you guys played Scarlet and Violet or not, but there's 3 Pokédexes, so I'm almost finished with 1. It's the biggest one. I just need like 9 or less Pokemon from Tina. What switches are they? These are the Texie Diamonds. Really nice theming that went on with my Y6, but really not a good switch at all. I have way too many of those. You have a bunch of Texie Diamonds? Why? Okay, I might want to change the nozzle. I ask myself that every time I see them in the... How many do you have? Alright, we're switching. Alright, we're gonna need to let this warm up. But I'm gonna drill that off stream. Did I hear junk parts that need adopting? All right, here's a question. How would you build like a polycarbonate plate build if you don't like the sound of polycarbonate plates? Long poles? Long pole linears? Ghost dragons, yeah, really high-pitched long poles. Okay. Alright. Good to know. Get better taste? That's a good build technique. Lakers had a big win on Monday, and then they have a big game tomorrow. Nuggets dropped 2 straight. Today had no starters. So I think the Lakers have just jumped them in the standings, but you gotta win tomorrow to keep it. I saw something Anthony Davis played today for the Mavs, and he crushed it. Las Vegas Mavs. Speaking of Lakers, I don't know how I got convinced to get 2K25, and I don't know what I'm getting myself into. Part of me wants to say you may have gotten fleeced depending on the price, because it's already like the end of the season. NBA Jam clears. Yeah, this nozzle is about infinity times better. So yeah, that one's gonna need some drilling. 70% off, it's fine. I see. So how much was it? Out of curiosity? I don't know. I don't know what it costs retail. So I don't know what 70% off is. Like $20? Okay. Also, apparently a One Piece Labubu collab dropped today. My boy Alex is telling me all about it. Trying to get us to buy some. I was trying to click through and, well, the first wave of boxes was, like, completely breaking the site. Then he let me know that the singles were up. I tried clicking through that and I'm like, oh, well, I guess it's sold out. Not that I even really like Labubu. Sometimes I just feel like I like buying stuff. Maybe now is a good time because it already cleared tariffs. But I missed it. And it's all good. By not buying it, I've saved $20. So I'm $20 richer. Stuff is awesome. Sounds like Labubu. Yeah, the one thing I hate about tariffs is that it's going to limit my ability to have stuff. With that, you could get 2 camp up Brawny on the starting 5. I don't know if you guys have noticed, but I usually do like 3 cleanings per PCB, but I've reduced to 2 tonight. And it does kind of make things a little bit more convenient. But I wonder if that's also contributed to the nozzle breakdown. Or a quicker nozzle breakdown. Okay. Oh, whoa. Why is it so hard to remove? The fuck? Kidding me with this shit? Jesus Christ, what an annoying fucking switch. It might be the straightening legs. Koala, welcome. How's it going? Like, honestly, what the fuck? Is it the plate? Is it the switch? It's gotta be the switch. Just something about this is really tight. God damn, that's annoying. Holy hell. Oh, god damn. Yeah, these legs are super tight in PCB. Jesus. Kind of basically have to pry the plastic legs out of the PCB. It's kind of the approach to take here, I guess. Or it's also the plate is really tight too. Could be both. These goddamn fucking oversized switches. Is that the situation we're in? It's like, Jesus Christ, don't do this, you know? Just like every fucking part of this is just tight in this build. Ugh. Oh, I did not desolder this. Broken you, thank you. Jesus Christ. Okay, so the thing is, it's still also just crazy tight in this polycarbonate plate, which is like kind of surprising, because like how do you possibly fit tight in a polycarbonate plate? This is so dumb. God, these switches are so fucking annoying. Savior, I know you want these, but like, good fucking luck. It's actually awful. Oh my god. I didn't catch that in full. You guys might have caught it more than I did. Oh, this shit sucks. Alright, we got one more to desolder. We're almost 3 hours into stream. It is 12:15. 15 minutes past midnight. Probably gotta clean this. Alright. Last one up. Oh, actually, maybe we should take this off first. This is the SDMK San Diego Brass Seal 60. I'll leave these there. No, I'll take it out. I think we're probably gonna wanna maybe do another stream at some point where it's also more desoldering, but like I want to take out a bunch of current builds in these boards just so I could ready them up for desoldering. And also maybe do some key set swaps. Just because I haven't really put white on black on really much of anything for a very long time. Especially non-black keyboards. I do think white on black does look kind of goofy on white and silver boards, but I feel like it has its place in others. What do you guys think? Okay. Try to do some cleaning. Got down, there's a big old hunk of solder in here. There we go. Alrighty. Almost done. Got about less than 10 more switches. About 7 switches left. Whew, okay. So, that should be it, but let's start trying to do some removals. Okay, spacebar came off fine. Wadogaki, guys, Wadogaki's here. This shirt is sick, I gotta say. Like, I really like this shirt. Let's see if we get the back on here. I think this shirt looks really good. Like, the screening on it is just, like, the ink's crazy. Where'd you get it? Oh, just this little shop. I don't know if you've heard of it. But you could type in that exclamation Wadogaki command if you want like some more information on who to follow on Instagram and where the store is to watch. Just this little store, you know. Whew. Okay. So I have these last little bits left. So I could pop this out. Or we could just leave it, whatever. None of this matters. Okay. would appear that we have finished our desoldering for the night. And thus it would appear that I feel pretty done with this stream. I don't want to do a build. I could, it wouldn't take super long, but I just don't really want to. I think that's a task for next week, Chris. What do you guys think? Okay. Let's clean this up. Clean. Alright, I think that's good. I feel like I just kind of stopped covering the tip, which I think is fine. I mean, even PC Load Letter has said that he wouldn't do it. So, that's my cue. It's cooled down yet? Yeah. Let's get this open, clean this out. Yep. Alright, so a bunch of spring swaps we'll have to do. Okay, I'm gonna go wash my hands, and then I'm gonna go grab the prize. April 2nd. Okie doke. Let's ping the Discord, yeah? Okay. So, new giveaway format. Same price for everyone, but if you're domestic, you just get a bunch of extra bullshit that I'm trying to throw away. So, here it is. I apparently have 2 of these. I don't really know anything about this. The Idolmaster Shiny Colors Relax Time. And then I can't read the rest of it. All right. Let's do this. I can't accept the prize though since I'm a sponsor. You didn't sponsor this though. No claim? All right. All right, Frank. Frank, do you claim? Frank, it sounds like Watogaki is passing over to you. Relax time, Frank. Sponsor of the channel, so if I win anything, it just didn't sit right. Oh shit, claim A. Give me that weeb shit. Thank you to Good Guy Watogaki for passing this along to Frank and for sponsoring everything here on stream, including the shirts I get to wear and the stickers I typically give away. Shonies, you're gonna have to let us know who we should raid here on Twitch. Might I suggest, sub Caitlyn, Cutebot, or Yoon Froggy. But really, any one of your choice. Those are my suggestions. Yoon Froggy? You know much about Yoon Froggy? No idea who that person is, but Yoon Froggy it is. All right. You got it. In case you're uncertain. Well, I got this big ol' ad right here, but that's her in the corner. Say his favorite is yes, exactly. All right. Here's all the commands. Frank, just DM me, or I'll reach out to you. I gotta figure out how to get this to you. I gotta do all the packages. It's a new month, so oh, buy my merch. Here's the raid message if you're subbed, and the raid message if you're not. A bunch of you guys got subs. We got a big old sub hype train the other day or whatever. But anyways, yeah, I'm not gonna be on tomorrow. Starting next week, I'm doing twice a week. Well, I guess this week counts, but starting next week, Monday, Thursday. So I'll see you guys on Monday. Good night, everybody.